face or whatever, and I used to call guys, I used to call girls in her face, like, to make each other mad or whatever. So one day, I got in her phone one day, I called this dude on her phone, and then the dude answered the phone, he was like, we had changed some words with each other. And then he was like, yeah, this my son. That's what I take. He was like, this my son.
Okay, watch your language.
I'm sorry. He was like, yeah, this my son. So that was kind of really what made me wonder about her. Like,
so you were in a relationship.
Yes.
And you say she was doing whatever. Right. Which means cheating. And then some other guy gets on the phone and says, that's my son.
You did that to make him mad.
So this was all a part of the game playing, Miss Tori.
Right, but I didn't know the dude was gonna say that.
But I also asked her for a DNA test when you left the hospital too. Also.
He ain't even signed the paper, so what are we talking about?
Did anybody? Those children deserve to have that empty space filled.
I know they had the same thing going on. I ain't know about it. But I know how it feels.
And knowing how it feels, you understand the importance of today and being in this courtroom, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Two kids that
What is going on now?
Right.
Why do you think it's denied? Because look at him.
Nefe, don't do that.
He got insecurities. He's been saying I've been cheating.
Jenny, sorry.
Were you cheating?
No. I even got his name tattooed on my neck. Like, how can you cheat on somebody like that?
That's his name on your neck.
Yeah.
I also got your name on me, so tell them.
Yeah, he got my name on him.
But you don't trust him as far as you can throw him?
I mean, like, he knows stuff. He never trust me in my face, though.
When he was messing with her, he was messing with me.
Right, and now she pregnant. This might be his baby.
Right.
Hold on. I don't know nothing about that, yo.
He lying. He lying.
Okay. Now, Mr. Goodson, I want to go to your mother. Please stand. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Now, Miss Anderson, please tell me whether or not you believe these children are his.
First of all, I don't want him to be like his dad. First of all, his dad got 17 kids. Okay?
Oh my God.
17.
17 kids. Okay. So stop my son from going through all that. Precious, I don't know about her. I know the baby, and I think myself is mine. I think the grandbaby is mine. Charles, you need to keep his privacy in his pants. You know, first of all.
You don't think your son is making good decisions?
At all. He's not making no good decisions with his life at all. First of all, we're gonna start with these babies. When we bring babies in the world, then we got problems here. Because we got little kids that need a dad. That's what I'm trying to teach my son to be a good dad. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're here today, to see if these kids are his, but we can take care of these kids. Not me. I'm a grandparent, which I'm supposed to just be here as a grandparent. But him, I want him to be a successful father, you know. And as a parent, I feel sorry for these girls right here, because I'm quite sure they knew what they was dealing with when they dealt with him. Okay, because first of all, he don't have a job.
I want you to take this opportunity, Ms. Anderson, and look at your son and explain to him why you're here with him.
He know why I'm here. He know exactly why I'm here. He think it's a joke. See how he laugh? He think things a joke.
So
It's
tell
not a
him.
joke. It's not a joke, Chucky. We dealing with babies that's trying to see if you're their dad, okay? Don't play. We ain't here to play, okay? You, Drill, you know that. You done had 2 kids by him. And I told you from the first baby that I helped you raise.
I made a
Okay?
mistake.
Yeah, you made 2 mistakes. He wouldn't even help me with the first one. He didn't even have a damn job. So why would you have 2? And then on top of it, I'm gonna get you a pill that we paid $50 for, and you take back and have a second baby? Come on now, Drill. You shut up. You shut up. You shut up. Okay, you shut up. When I see y'all on the internet, all 3 of y'all baby mamas, okay, all 3 of y'all all on the internet, get over man don't even have a damn job, and making all these damn babies like you crazy now that you got another one in there.
What about your son here? Because
He ain't no, you know what, he ain't no angel either, baby. He ain't no angel.
is he just not?
He's not, baby.
when he say it's not his, you gonna believe him?
Point blank, what you say?
When the next baby pop up, you gonna say, oh, I believe you. If he say that's
No,
his.
we're gonna go get a paternity test. We ain't gonna go all through no
But when
phone.
but did I not say I was gonna get a paternity test for later? You said, don't put him on child support. I got you. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna make him take care of your
And
baby.
that's what I meant. Exactly
Right.
what I said. When you called me and told me that you was gonna put him on child support, I said, but you give us time. He don't have nothing with having all these damn babies by him because he ain't got nothing.
All right, I've heard enough now. We're gonna go to the results of these 3 children. And now, Miss Henderson, you are pregnant right now, and you may be returning to this court to see who the father of this child is.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Jerome, can you hand me the envelope? Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local link. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics in the case of Tori B. Goodson. When it comes to 2-year-old Charles III, Mr. Goodson, you are the father.
I knew that.
Tori versus Goodson. When it comes to 4-month-old Dreon, Mr. Goodson, you are the father.
Come on.
Let's go to Miss Henderson's results. Jerome, do you have the envelope?
Yes, I do.
Okay, clarification.
Let's get this.
In the case of Henderson versus Goodson, and whether or not you, Mr. Goodson, or your cousin is the father, it has been determined that when it comes to 4-year-old Lazaja, Mr. Goodson, you are the father.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to say much because your mother has said it all. Mr. Goodson, I don't know if you think this is a joke, or whether you just haven't grown up enough to understand what it means to be a man.
If you guys don't keep quiet.
I'm gonna make a change from this day forward.
What you gonna do? That's what I want you to do as a parent. That's why I brought you here,
You
Chuck.
gonna come and give her $1 on
That's-
birthday?
Now listen,
You know what?
before you all start condemning him, I must say that 2 young ladies that I have to agree with Miss Anderson sitting up running around with a guy with no job, nothing to offer, you're not protecting yourself, even if he's too stupid to know he needs to put on a condom, you all need to be smart enough to know. And you do know. So the kids are here. What are you gonna do? You gonna step up to the plate and get it right for the kids? You don't want your kids standing in this courtroom before me 15, 20 years from now, do you? You don't want that. You don't want this for your kids, do you? No. Get it together. What is a journal?
If it's gorgeous or not, they're great. Because it's the pros who are out there, pulling together dozens of projects a year. And they know where remarkable is always in stock at Florida Decor.
At Farmers Home Furniture, we take pride in our hometown. Our tradition is making our customers feel like family and their homes comfortable. With name brand furnishings, whether unwinding in a lazy boy recliner or sleeping better on a Sibling mattress, America's #1 brand, we offer personalized service to build lasting relationships, providing an easy, convenient shopping experience. Plus in-house financing. Shop in store or online. Farmers Home Furniture, your hometown store.
Miss Audrey, you say the defendant is taking advantage of your son by putting a baby on him, and you have physical proof that her 2-year-old daughter, Skyla, is not your grandchild. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Martin, you claim that the plaintiff is a monster-in-law and is denying your daughter only because she doesn't like you. You need help and hope to get some once the results are revealed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Audrey, why do you feel Ms. Martin is taking advantage of your son?
Well, she entrapped my son by marrying him, by giving him things like money, clothes, cars, everything that she gave it to him. She just wanted me to call off, but she don't want to try.
Wait a minute now. Let's use respectful language. I want to understand this. You say she entrapped him, but she's giving him money. She's doing this for what? To what end? What does she want?
She wanted me to her own.
She wanted a man of her own.
Yes, ma'am.
Why would you say this?
Because you do this tramp.
Oh, let's be respectful.
I don't like her.
Why do you want to look? You don't have to like her, but you can use respectful
I'm
language.
not the mother of my grandchild.
Okay.
Where I'm from, they call me Queen DNA. So if I get a DNA test to prove that's my grandbaby, I am not accepting the responsibility for no baby that's not under mine.
But she was claiming her at first, though, Miss Archer.
Hold on, let me come to you, Ms. Martin, because I want to understand this. She says you entrapped her son. Did you do that?
No.
Were you buying cars and all these things, giving her money and all of this?
He did the same for me every time.
Okay,
He didn't have no job, he did the same every time. He didn't have no, he don't even work.
He did the same thing, Miss
No,
Archer.
he did. He don't even have a job.
Yes, he did.
No, he
And
didn't.
you know this.
Well, I took the money because he had no job.
okay. Let's talk one at a time so we understand this. What was the nature of the relationship between you and Ms. Audrey's son?
That's my husband.
That's your husband.
My husband.
So he's still your husband.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
My house, I walked down the way, walking down and stopped in there because my friends was going out, so you got to wait. Wait till pussy can get married to me.
What is it?
Ms. Audrey, I missed all of that. Okay, wait a minute. And look, you can't talk that fast and turn to the side. I can't even read your lips. I felt like I was at an auction or something. Like, what? Okay. What is you about to bend? Oh, really? Explain to me what's going on.
So I got out of my bed and I started walking down the street to where she was getting married at. Our friend said he walking and she offered me a
How did you find out she was married?
Someone called me and told me.
Your son didn't tell you?
No, he didn't tell me. He didn't want me to know because you know I would have stopped.
Okay, and you got that call. You were in the bed and you did what?
I got up, I got dressed, and I started walking up the street, and my friend said he walking. She said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "To stop this wedding." So she gave me a ride, and she dropped me out. So I'm they're trying to stop the wedding, and they take her and to another location where they can get married.
Oh, they have to move because of this office.
It's crazy, Your Honor. Yes. That's exactly what happened.
So what happened? She comes to the wedding, and what do you say at the wedding?
They didn't even get to do it. She jumped in my car and took it off and left.
So you all left your own wedding venue
Yes, Your Honor.
and moved to a different location.
She's crazy, Your Honor.
But you all ended up getting married on that day
Yes.
in another location.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know wedding party? Now I'm serious.
Yes, they did.
But and with Miss Audrey trailing behind, well, I don't get how that works.
I didn't have no choice, I ain't had no car. If I had a car, I went right on behind. And it wouldn't have been no way.
She's crazy, Your Honor.
So you've never cared for Miss Martin.
That ain't so much I never cursed this morning. They just said, She has been very disrespectful.
Hey, I mean, what do you want me to do? You disrespect me all the time.
Well, you came into my home and disrespected me.
But you disrespected me first.
Oh, no.
You kept disrespecting me. You kept
You came
disrespecting
to
me.
my house,
You
you
never
told
showed me
me she was lying.
One at a time. I want to hear how this started. Miss Audrey, you say, go ahead.
She told me that she was pregnant, and I told her she was not. My son had been gone for a while. He came back, and she said that she didn't have intuition the first week she was at home. And I went to the hospital where she was. I was put out the hospital because I told her that's not my grandbaby. I had a baby early.
She didn't
I don't want to do that.
I wasn't in labor. I was actually in pain. It was false labor.
Okay, it was false labor. So you came up there and you told her this is not my grandchild. And what else did you say?
I told her, the lady that did came in and told me I came in and talked about that.
She was probably saying that he wasn't a father.
So, well, my son is not your baby father.
Yes, he
So hold on, I want to know what happened at the hospital. So once you came in, you were in pain. Hold on. Once you came in, you were in pain. Miss Audrey said, this isn't my child. Somebody came in and said, if you keep acting up, we'll put you out. What happens, Miss Margaret?
They put her out.
So you didn't stop acting up?
No.
What was she crazy, Your Honor?
What was she doing?
She was acting crazy. She was out in the hospital saying, that ain't none of my son's baby. That ain't none of my son's baby. You lying.
So Miss Audrey, you said that's not my grandchild. Instant.
Yes. She don't have the toes like my son. His toes pop, his toe is here, his toe next to his toe. It crawls over like that. And I have proof, Your Honor, that is not his baby because her toes don't do that. And Your Honor, this eyebrow that me and my son and my daughter have.
She's
So I know that's not my son's baby.
I mean, they
All right, let me see this out.
That baby's supposed to come out with full-blown eyebrows. You look like she's supposed to come out with full-blown eyebrows.
She do.
No, she do.
He is. This is
This evidence, Miss Audrey, you said the baby's toes don't cross over.
No, they don't go like this.
Look at the right foot.
No, right here is kind of hedging over them. It's got to be fully crossed.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
only two. I mean, give it time. The toes got to grow. They don't develop first.
They got direct big old toes.
She has toes like Miss Archer as well. They have little feet.
My toes don't. You want to put my toes
Her feet are little Miss Archer. My daughter has feet like her family. Miss Archer has small feet and so does my baby.
So the baby doesn't have crossed toes. And what else is your dog? It doesn't have
I
eyebrows.
don't have the eyebrows. My son has girly eyelashes, and she don't have those.
They haven't grew yet. She's only two. Let her develop in her own way. I mean,
When you look at this beautiful baby, you just don't feel like this is your grandchild. You don't see it as a... Now, are you saying this, Miss Audrey? Let me just ask you this. Are you saying this because you just don't care for Miss Martin, or are you saying this because you really have doubt?
I really have doubt.
Okay.
If that's my grandbaby, I would take her and love her the way I do the other six.
you don't do the other baby like that I have.
Well, I did it first, I found out she was mine too.
You don't do
They call me Queen.
I call her.
Because I'm going to do a DNA test.
I call her and ask her if she babysit my child.
Oh, they call you Queen DNA because you're going to do a DNA test on every baby your son had.
Yes, ma'am.
I
Oh,
thought I was Queen DNA, Jerome. Guess not. Anyway, so Miss Martin, has your husband accepted the baby, or does he have doubt?
No, he doesn't have any doubt. It's her. She hasn't even tried to bond with the baby, so of course you're gonna think she's not yours.
well,
We
I
haven't tried to bond with her.
enough for
We
a
haven't
fact
tried
that
to
my
get to know
son, but
her.
I had to do my own DNA test to make sure.
2 years old.
But she's not my son. Look at her eyebrows.
Have you ever asked her, will you watch Skylar? Will you take care of
Yes, Your
Skylar?
Honor.
Y'all, if they go to the club, they gotta pay in the club, they gotta pay for their drink, they gotta pay the part, they gonna
But
pay
that's
in
not
the-
why.
Okay. That's not why. That's not why. I heard that.
That's on the weekend. I asked her during the week so that I could work. That's
When you
before I
gotta
got
pay their gift, you gotta
That's
pay for
before I got
it.
that. But what you said was you was gonna help me with her. You said you was gonna help. Yes, you did.
If I get a DNA test, you know, so I give you a discount of $50 a week, then I will watch her.
But what do I have?
Wait, you said, Miss Audrey, you gonna give her a discount of $50 a week.
Yes, ma'am.
As long as she can prove with DNA that that's your grandchild.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'd like to hear from your witness. Please stand. State your name for the court.
Rebecca Cooper.
Ms. Cooper, you are Miss Audrey's daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at her eyebrows.
No, she is old. My daughter's 2 years old. She's 30. So there's a big difference there.
So do you believe this beautiful baby Skylar is your niece?
She was my brother's baby. I was there when she was born. That's my baby.
And you have a very close bond with her?
Yes, ma'am. Every week.
She loves babies.
That's my brother. I mean, if your daughter's bonded with her and your son said that's his daughter, why? What is your problem?
Cause you told him it wasn't none of his.
Hold on, everyone,
Let's get to that. You told him, your husband, that this was not his child?
Yes, Your Honor. I was trying to hurt him. He left me to go be with another woman, and I was trying to hurt him like he hurt me.
Let's be clear. Did you sleep with another man?
Yes, Your Honor.
You did.
Prior to him coming back into my life, yes. August 2013, and he came back into my life in 2014. She was already pregnant.
All right. Is there any chance that man could be Skylar's biological father?
No, Your Honor. No.
All right. Well, that man is in court today. Jerome, I'd like to hear from you. Will you please escort Mr. Gaunt into the courtroom?
I'm gonna have to go through with this camera next to the judge.
Mr. Gaunt, thank you for joining us today. We're here discussing the paternity of baby Skylar, and I have to ask you, do you believe you are Skylar's biological father? You do?
Yes, Your Honor.
And your Honor's not. That's our ex-boyfriend, my daughter's.
Wait a minute now. Miss Cooper, this is your ex-boyfriend?
Yes, Your Honor. That was a mistake, Your Honor.
So, Miss Martin, you slept with your sister-in-law's boyfriend?
Yes,
No, right, Your Honor.
that was before, Your Honor. That was a mistake.
How did that happen?
When my husband was away, Your Honor, he was, doing a lot of different things with other women, and I was emotional.
So you all aren't together anymore?
No, ma'am. I believe she's my brother's daughter because she was just like my other niece. My brother said this was child, so that's my woman.
Hold on, well, Mr. Gaunt.
Charlotte,
So,
where's my charger?
She probably told me that.
I need my phone charger.
Mr. Gaunt, how did you get a notion that this could be your child?
Because we had sex unprotected.
You had sex unprotected, and you believe it was in a window of conception? Did she ever tell you you are the father?
Once, when we was on the phone,
When you were on the phone, what did she say?
she just telling me like it's a possibility that they could be mine.
She could be a little bit eyes right there.
Hey, stop.
The only thing wrong with me is lazy eyes.
She doesn't look like him at all.
The only thing wrong
She
with
doesn't
John.
look like him, Your Honor, no.
Do you know Skylar? With Skylar? You don't?
What do you
But in
want?
your heart, you've been thinking, I'm the child
What's the one
biological
with
father.
this?
She told me
No?
to say that. I slept with him in August 2013.
Oh, my baby's on
He came back to
okay?
my house in 2014.
You never had a pregnant. Yes, you
No,
was.
no, no. She doesn't want to
That's
smile.
what the Bible showed me a ton of grams. It's the people that are that tight. And a baby is not gonna be that big.
I need help.
You said you don't.
I need help. I need help with my kids.
I'm looking for I'm not into but she's not mine.
You say, like, I need help. You mean financial help, emotional support,
Emotionally,
child care, everything.
healthcare. She has other siblings that she wants to be around. They want to be around their other siblings, and this is like the new.
So, Ms. Audrey, who and Skylar is not welcome to that house. So, do you invite Ms. Audrey to Skylar's birthday?
I invited her to the birthday, yes. She came, but she sat way across the room.
When I get a DNA test to prove your scholar is my grandbaby, I'll put her in not to miss them. But if I got a
told
test,
you
I
that,
gotta
Tony.
get paid.
That's not true.
I don't know why you're here.
She does her for. That's what the real problem here.
I think honestly at this time we've heard enough, and I can see how we arrived in this place. The question now is how do we move forward? And I think we have to results. Jerome, Jerome, please. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Audrey versus Martin, pertaining to whether Mr. Martin or Mr. Goff father of 2-year-old Skyla Martin. It has been determined by this court. The biological father is Mr. Martin.
I'll take that for 200, Your Honor. I told you.
You are the grandmother, Miss Audrey. I need to
Next time is here.
Can I get a copy?
No. I do apologize to Skylar, but not to her.
I'll admit that.
And I
It's all about Skylar.
Skylar is my house.
At the end of the day, you all are family through the
No.
children.
I'm Skylar family.
No, the point is your family through the children. Well, no, because it's your daughter-in-law. Your son's still married to her.
As long as she accepts my child, that's what it's all about. I don't care.
Miss Jackson, you say you're here to inform your husband's mistress. And your 1-month-old daughter, Kiesha, is not his biological daughter. Furthermore, you say, if you learn today that the child is in fact your husband, your marriage is over. That's right. Miss Lipscomb, you say that you have not got your child is her husband's daughter. You claim she had sex with you, made a baby, and now she needs to deal with the truth. That's right, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson is waiting outside of the courtroom and we'll meet him shortly. But first, Ms. Jackson, tell me, how did you find out your husband may be having a child with his mistress?
Your Honor, let's talk about that. I got an epiphany, call it one of those. Well, I went to my husband's job. It was about 9:30 or 10:30 at night. And he approached the car. We talked for a few minutes. And to end our conversation, I told him, I feel as though there's something going on that you hadn't told me. Because he had been distant in the days prior to. I had put him out. So, Your Honor, as we were standing outside talking, we're in the front of the building. And the defendant pops up in the car like she's ready to call somebody, Your Honor. Upon hearing my voice, I turned around and I went and knocked on the window. I asked her if she knew my husband. I called her by name. She said she did. She introduced herself as his girlfriend. I said, well, hi, girlfriend, because I'm his wife. Like, at that point, your role was kind of insignificant. Like, I'm his wife. Nice to meet you. So she and I proceeded to talk. She started to tell me about how they were intimate, how she lived with him at the hotel that he was presently staying at. So Miss Lipscomb, upon meeting her, she told me she was 3 months pregnant. This is November 25th. He wears his ring, well, not but he wears his ring next day. Well, if I see a ring on a man's finger, then I ain't gonna continue to talk to him. Told me, oh, well, he told me it was from a prior marriage. That doesn't even sound right. Why would I still be with him? Hold on.
Let me just go over to Miss Lipscomb. You remember this account? Yes, and she's not being all the way honest. Okay, what is it you feel she's leaving out? I don't know what her intention was when she came to that job. Why did she come up there or why didn't she come up there? I've never seen her in my life. I knew her voice. I was sitting up like, Mr. Jackson, and she calls, and the kid calls, that's how I know her voice is so high. But she was always labeled as my BM, which is my baby mother. BM does not spell white. White spell W-I-T. So it didn't dawn on me to ask, are you married? Because if you're married now, why have you been living in the room for 4 months? And I haven't before I got clothes in your room. I'll make your room every day. You're on 8 years old, every day. I've never seen this. So we never said why you took me out. No, I never knew anything.
Hey, the noise is too much. You guys are disturbing. I'm sorry for the noise. Your teacher? Okay.
So you say, y'all working on your family, you trying to get it together. Why is your husband in a room and not at home killing your kids?
When I met her in the car that night, like I said, she told me she was pregnant. Maybe a week after that, I was talking to, because my husband went to jail that night, Your Honor. I was angry enough. I was angry enough. He was sent in jail, Your Honor. It was an impulsive decision, and I understand it was not the right decision, Your Honor. But yes, I sent him to jail because I knew that he had some legal issues going on in another state. The next morning, I go to the room to find his Lipscomb laying in bed crying. I told him to walk into the room. I have belongings in their room. I was going back to that room and I was not leaving.
All right. The wife and man in the room.
Hey, stop it. Now.
I want you to step one up steps. So.
Mr. Jackson, thank you for joining us today.
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm still here, because I'm listening to a man, and I am listening to a situation here, and you are in the middle of it. Ms. Lipscomb said she had no idea you had a wife.
No, she didn't. I never mentioned it to her, Your Honor.
So that part of your statement is true. You never told her you were married. Mr. Jackson, you're the perpetrator of this mess. Because I'm gonna be straight up. This Lipscomb first started talking. I didn't believe for 1 minute that she didn't really know you were married. Until you sat down in this chair and confirmed the lie. You told her.
I didn't tell her no lie, I just never mentioned it to her. I never mentioned
And so you would need to learn the lesson that anything less than the whole truth is a lie.
Your Honor, not only have we had conversations, but this is
Sorry for the noise.
some dollars worth of stuff for her baby, Your Honor.
Now you did that because
Your Honor, like I told her, from the conversation, Your Honor, she seemed really distraught. She said that, I don't know how it feels not to know who her father is, Your Honor. So as a woman, I'm a
Jamie.
When it's my husband's child and not out of the kindness of my heart.
Jenny is so noisy.
I understand that we all have shortcomings. So yes, I went
Okay, just tune it down, okay?
I believe that she had left, like she was done trying to be with my husband or mess with my husband, Your Honor, because that's the idea that she had. As far as I know, it ended when Mr. Jackson went to jail.
okay, so let's stop that period. Pause. Miss Lipscomb, did the affair end when he went to jail?
We'll be there.
So you have not been intimate with him since.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Jackson, what happened when you found out your mistress was pregnant?
Try to bury her now. I'm
Because I guess
What's smoke?
beginning of the year, her
Yeah.
birthday time, she got sick and went to the hospital. And my wife told me that she said she was pregnant then.
On her Facebook page, Your Honor, she had mentioned that she was going to the hospital. At that time, Your Honor, she was with another man, and I have evidence, if you would allow me to present it, Your Honor, of her talking about her and this other man.
Okay, so this proves, Jerome, let me see this. So what you're saying, this piece of evidence, it was shows that she was also dealing with another man. It was never a secret that I had a boyfriend in the beginning. Your husband knew just like you.
Your Honor, she said that the young man was taking care of her when she was sick, Your Honor. She said that the young man was taking care of her. And that the young man's baby. From my standpoint, it's a community baby. It's anybody's baby because she's community property.
It ain't yours, so I don't understand.
Thank God, Your Honor. I went out.
Hold on now. Let me just read this. I'm alive and healthy, and a lot of people don't make it to C27. It would be a blessing for me. I love you. I'm really missing my man. So, you believe that there's another man Ms. Lipscomb has been involved with sexually?
working on my car. We separated about 2 years. I had started dating someone else. At the time, he had did some work on my car that was costing me a lot. I said, baby, I'm hurting right now. I said, this is all I got. This is all I got. I said, man, think about that person. I really need to keep my money. And he looked at me and he was like, girl, you know what time it is.
Mr. Little. That's not true. That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not
Yes,
true.
it is.
Trading car services for bedroom
No,
services?
ma'am. No, Your Honor.
Do you ever pay for your car repair?
She didn't have her very long. She just got an estimate that day.
I told him to pay him this day for what he had done to my car. I left with my car and I left free. And I left with my money.
You're saying that was the day you got pregnant?
After that day, when we had sex, I hadn't seen this clip before, hadn't talked to her, you know, about a month. She calls me, I think I'm pregnant. Aaron.
Tired? Yeah, you're not going upstairs. Stop with me.
I'm stuck.
Stop with me.
All I need is a pillow and a bed.
Ma?
I do need to use a restaurant, you know, whatever we get.
Is what investing looks like with Acorns. You can start with just your
I
spare
do need
change,
to use
set
the
recurring
restaurant.
investments, and let
Okay.
Acorns give your money a real chance to grow.
Let me go and check if these boys have not messed it up.
Okay.
I'll read the shopping.
I didn't question her, I didn't say, is it mine, or why you talking to me? Immediately, I've known her in the past, and I know she's not the one that even play like that, so, yes, I'm like, okay, well, she's pregnant with me, never have a kid.
At that point, you accepted that you were the father.
Yes, Your Honor.
When did you start doubting?
I get a random text from her texting this other guy about how much she loved him, cared for him, and be with him, and I appreciate everything you do for the kids, and I'm like, wow. The text come to me, and she sent it to another guy with his name on it.
This text set you off.
No,
Where, you got this text?
Yes, yes. Okay, Your Honor, after I got the text, like I say, maybe a day or so went by, I never confronted her that I had got the text. I asked her, have they been together? She said, yes.
He thinks you were pregnant by him.
Okay, so she said,
Don't lie,
he
Joe.
thought it was a possibility. Why would he think it was a possibility? But she told me before, they had been together 6 months prior to me and her getting together.
He thought it was a possibility. He was their
That's
father.
correct, Your Honor. After that, that's when I started having doubt.
Sounded like doubt to me, Miss Clifton. I mean, you tell the man that this other man that's helping you thought it was a possibility that he was the twins' father. You tell the man that this other man that's helping you thought it was a possibility that he was the twins' father.
He knows about Mr. Little. He knows that Mr. Little children. He knows that they are not his. This man knows that.
But
Mr.
I
Little is
don't know
upset.
him, Your Honor.
You don't got to know him. You don't have to. I don't know his
Okay,
wife.
Your Honor.
I don't know if she knows about my kids.
Okay, Your
My
Honor.
concern is the
Hold on,
children.
let me stay on one subject at a time. I'm gonna get to that. So, after you get this text, you begin to think to yourself,
Why would you think it would be a possibility? You tell me they're mine, but you tell me, no, they're not his. But after I text you, you tell me, yes, you think it's a possibility. Why would we think that if you all had been together previous before me and her?
so does this other man, does he know the children, have a relationship with them too?
He has a relationship with me, and he'll come to see me. My kids are always with me. I'm a real mom, a real stand-up mom. My kids are always with me. I ain't at work or school where I'm at all day from 9 to 5 trying to survive for me and his kids. Then I'm at home with my children. One night he came and brought me some money. I asked him to do a thing for the kids.
Okay, Your Honor.
No, it's my turn. I asked him on a Thursday. He didn't come till Sunday to bring. He didn't come till Sunday to bring the kids. I texted him on Thursday that the kids need milk and diapers.
And I brought them that night.
No, it's a lie. He came on Sunday. He brought a little big pack of diapers. He brought exactly. And when he set it down on the big cake that was like that. They had like 172 in there. He set it down on top of that big cake. He said, "This little pack was for the kids."
You say you doing your best to take care of these kids.
That's correct.
And you start thinking somebody else
another man might help me. When you have to realize in life that I'm going on dating.
You feel some kind of way because you texted him that day asking if it was a possibility he was their father. Is there any other reason you think
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
other man could be the father?
Okay. She sent me a text one night. She said, "Please have no camera, no milk. I leave my shop, go to Walmart, buy big box of pepper,
50 pack.
2 big containers of milk, and take her house. By the time I get her house, it's like 12:30 a.m. Okay. I walk to I got my car, walk to the door, I ring the doorbell. I ring the bell again. Oh, wait a minute, it's kind of odd. That's all the time. I have opened the door. She said, okay, so I'm waiting.
He does, because she got nothing going on. I have a man,
I walk in.
We showed him the scoop. You edited the numbers. How? I don't know what you did.
How do you do that?
I don't know how you did it, but I know you edited it.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I did not.
So I've been here for a few minutes. I don't know what he's feeling, because I don't know what he's thinking. So I leave out. He didn't say anything. The only thing she said to me was,
I wish you would have called me. Who was the man? A friend of mine. And I can have friends. I'm 27 years old. I can have friends. Do I know you right? Do I know you right? Wait. You have a friend over. Yes, ma'am. On Thursday when I asked for little for the stuff.
that brought him to film.
It's my time. It's my turn. On Thursday when I asked for little for the stuff, he didn't bring the ice. Me and my children went out of town. That Friday went to Atlanta. When we came back, that is for real these are more items when we get out of town. That's my test bill. They zero. They was out. They don't got nothing. So I said, I guess you don't tell them about your kids that 32 days ago they was out there. So I'm trying to see what he gonna do to respond to that. I called 2 friends of mine. I wish I could got on Facebook. This guy was handicapped, walking the wall.
I never seen a fan like that in somebody's house.
What?
The fan?
Oh, my husband did it because of the boys. They cut all our paper towel. Every time they want to use paper towel, my husband was like, okay, let us put fun.
Question. Is there a way to like straighten these out?
No, this is how this hair looks.
Is it?
Yes, ma'am. This is the pattern of the hair. It looks like your normal hair.
No, I'm talking about straightening out
Make it straight?
yeah, the individual twists.
Okay, this is how the hair looks like. From the picture.
You reach out to this man because you really like him and it needed money. So you basically reached out to you to get money. I'm not to you, but to give it back to him. I'm not reach out to you, sir, that we ain't got nothing. Reach out to the and my kids did not reach out. When you reach out to me, you will hear me say, don't have no kids you can't afford to take care of. You stop. You just be on social media. So you have to be on social media. Ask people, can they help you with your kids all around town? That's why if you reach out to me, you're going to get the real truth. Now, I'm listening to your story and I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. But every other line out of your mouth that I'm hearing is, because if I can't do it and he can't do it, somebody got to do it. No, hold on. No, somebody else does have to do it. The 2 individuals that made the baby doctor. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here to get the help of those individuals. So at the end of the day, okay, look. You said you was going to reach out to me, so I had to reach out and touch you with that information. You want a witness. Stand up, ma'am. I would love to hear from you. Yes, please, step to the podium. State your name for the court.
My name is Karan Clifton, and Sean is my daughter.
Hello, ma'am. What would you like to add? What do you know about this situation?
Well, first of all, my daughter's self-sufficient. She's always working, going to school, and I'm very proud of her. And still started out being a proud father. And I think jealousy raised this individual. We should stop. You know, I taught my daughter to be jealous. And if you say what you want, you don't want to do it. When we stop what we do, she left her alive to do what we're doing about to do. And I'm raising them beautiful twins. And he's so long-head, no,
So what you're saying is because he got jealous that she was dating other people, the level of support he was giving in the situation began to dwindle. And then that led you and your daughter to have to ask outside people to help with the kids because he wasn't.
But see, he go home to the missus every night like it's all right. So what's she supposed to do? Sit there and be a hermit, be a recluse?
in part. You said until you saw this other man in the picture, you were stepping up to play. And then when you realized he was there and thought that he possibly could be the father, you began to back off. Now you made another true statement. Regardless of the fact that you're married, you signed the birth certificate, so legally by law, that's what the law considers you.
He took the birth certificate. So I incurred 3 infections at the hospital and almost lost my life. I had to be in the hospital for a week. Mr. Middlecamp got me out my sick leave and said my children have to have my last name, especially my boy. So he took me down there to the place where we had to get it done, paid the money for the birth certificate, paid money to expedite it. He paid an extra $30 to expedite it so we can be done ASAP.
I just need to ask you this straight out, because you at least talked about 3 different men that you have, and you say they help you. Is there any other man that could potentially be the children's father?
No,
All right, so Jerome, with that said, I'm ready for the results. I want to say I love you, Sam. You know I do. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Clifton versus Little, as it pertains to 6-month-old twins, King and Kalani Little, Mr. Little, you are not. Are not.
The mother is something else.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, because they were. Yeah.
Ms. Clifton, I have to ask you again, is there any other man?
like I said, I was pregnant, I was with Mr. Middle. Since then, I've been with Mr. Middle.
Now that you know he is not your father, first of all, you gotta let their real father know that they are his. And then you gotta require him that he help you take care of those children. But I will say this to you,
Yes, ma'am.
pretty on the nose so far.
And thank God I don't use my thank God I don't use my
listen, no. You told me that you have been using it, but what I want you to do is use it the right way. The next time a man looks at you and says, if you need help, you can either pay me one way with your check, or pay me another way with your body. You're a strong, beautiful woman. If you made the money, and you have the money to pay for your car repairs, pay for it with your money and not your body. And you have to be out there. I was just going to do that.
The guy is lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it DNA.
You know what's smart? Enjoying a fresh gourmet meal at home that you didn't have to cook. Upgrade your plate with Factor. Chef crafted, dietitian approved, ready in 2 minutes. Eat smart with Factor. It's the chemical fix, the tight, thirsty fix, the brain start fix. It's the hydrating, smoothing, dermal food, clean, and clinical fix. It's the fix you've been searching for. Skin Fix. Your skin, your fix.
Mr. Lloyd, you are in court today to prove that you are the biological father of the defendant's 1.5-year-old daughter, Courtney Marie Grimes. You claim the defendant led you to believe that you were the father only to have a bomb dropped on you that another man was her dad. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Rayleigh, you say you are 100% sure that Mr. Lloyd is not Courtney's biological father, and you will prove your case in court today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, we'll meet that other man in just a moment, but first, let's start from the beginning. I want to understand the nature of this relationship. So you were in a relationship with anybody else?
I had just recently got out of a relationship when I had met Mr. Lloyd. Of course, I was ending my last relationship with the other party.
All right, so did you finish the other relationship, or you were still kind of seeing this other guy?
We had like just ended. It wasn't even a month apart or a week apart that me and him had ended, and we had started getting intimate right there.
All right, so Mr. Lloyd, at the time you were dating Miss Rayleigh, did you feel like you were in an exclusive relationship?
At the time, I didn't, as it prolonged, I did start catching feelings for her. Yeah, actually, we moved together afterward.
You did?
We moved in together.
So you moved in together.
Yes.
When she tells you she's pregnant, she comes to you and says what exactly?
We was actually sitting in her room, actually, we was talking. She started crying and said she was pregnant. I was excited, this is my first child. So I was excited. I was willing to take up responsibility being Courtney Grimes' life. I already had doubts. I knew it was God, so I already had doubts about it. So the third month, I take her, her mom, up. We just nipped it in the bud like, this your baby. It's like, was she like 3-4 months pregnant?
Do you remember this dinner meeting, Miss Rayleigh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
And you all cleared the air and told Mr. Lloyd there's no doubt you are the father?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why is it all of a sudden, 3 months, 2 months before the baby's born, you tell him he's not the father?
Well, Your Honor, I was 9 weeks pregnant when I found out I was pregnant. That's when the doubting and everything started. I said, well, 9 weeks ago, I wasn't with Mr. Lloyd at all. I was with Mr. Grimes. It was around Super Bowl, which was in February 2nd, is the date that they trying to say I was conceiving between the 2nd and I believe the 6th. And I wasn't around Mr. Lloyd at the time that they had gave me my conceiving date.
Excuse me. We was dating around the Super Bowl too. We was dating.
So how far along into the pregnancy did she tell you that you're not the father?
It was like last 4 months, but the 7 to 8 months, I left. I said, I'm done with it. This not my baby. I moved to Indiana. I stayed down there for like a month, 2. I get a phone call. She's like, I have doubts. I don't think Courtney. I think the baby was even born actually. She was like, I don't see Curtis. Her mother knows her baby. Her mother knows. As she told me, that's what made me come back and try to continue on to be there for my daughter.
So when the baby was born, Ms. Rayleigh, who was present?
Mr. Grimes was.
Oh, because.
Oh, excuse me. She didn't even tell me that he was present when he was born. From my knowledge, wasn't nobody there but the mother.
He didn't need to be there if he's not the dad. So that's why Mr. Grimes.
But the dots I'm trying to connect are, when you told him he was the father, he accepted he was the father, but you say that this window between Mr. Grimes and Mr. Lloyd is only a span of 2 to 3 weeks anyway, right?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Or 4. Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks.
I didn't even know the baby got born. I had to find out on Facebook.
How old was Courtney when you first met her? Did you ever get to see her?
Yes, I think I seen her, I think like the 2nd or 3rd week she was out the hospital. She let me see Courtney Grimes whenever I wanted to. She'll give him his chance and still give me my chance too.
But wait, she gave the baby Mr. Grimes' last name.
Yes, yeah. She gave him his last name. Actually, I'm the one who came up with the name Courtney Marie.
Actually, Mr. Grimes came up with the name.
So wait, you sleeping with 2 different guys, but they both picked the same name.
How awkward it sounds.
They both say Courtney. That's what we think is a good name.
Yeah.
Way too much synergy here.
Actually, I think she already had the baby. Me and Curtis Grimes had came to a conclusion and actually met up on Facebook and was trying to find out, because she was still playing that it was my baby, still playing his baby. So we met up.
Actually,
we
no, they pulled up on me. I said, okay, so both of them actually in the car together. They in the car together. I'm with another friend who was the daddy, Chantel. So I said, okay, Curtis, you're the sperm donor, and Mr. Lloyd is the one who would be there for her. And at the time, that's what the situation
So wait a minute, the 2 potential fathers get together, you all get together, and decide y'all gonna do a sting operation.
Correct.
You all gonna track down Miss Rayleigh, and you all gonna get down to the bottom of which one of us is this father, because you feel like she's playing both of you. And you say, Miss Rayleigh, you were clear. You said, Mr. Grimes, basically said you're the biological father, and you told Mr. Lloyd, but you are basically the daddy. Because we say in this courtroom, it takes DNA to be a father, but it takes love to be a daddy. So you say Mr. Lloyd stepped up to be the daddy.
He up for Courtney no matter what. He's always there. He's a good dad type.
So now you're here because you want Mr. Lloyd to know for certain that he's not the biological father.
Correct.
We here to find out, but she don't know 100%. That's why we're here.
All right, Jerome, I want to talk to Mr. Grimes. He's joining us from his hometown. Mr. Grimes, do you believe she's your biological child?
I'm gonna say yes. Then I got some doubts too, though, at the same time.
So you have doubts. Tell the court why you have doubts.
Since that team been pregnant, she been playing both sides. 1 minute Corey did it, next minute I did it. Corey about to spend some money on the baby, he the daddy. Like, we both still seeing her to this day, you know? So
You both still see her.
we both still seeing Courtney. I mean, he been to Memphis more than me. I've been to Memphis one time, he been down there 3-4 times. But Shanti's not telling me that.
So you saying this is supposedly your biological child with your last name, but this other man has been to see the child more than you.
Man, I'm talking about, I got my whole family calling me like, why is it another man with your daughter on his page talking about daddy's baby? Like I said, I got doubts. I mean, she look like him, she got my nose, she look like both of us, you ask me, but that's what I said, we both was going around, you know?
Who's paying child support to help support this baby?
Neither one.
I can't pay child support if I'm not on the birth certificate.
Ain't
Let me
nobody.
tell you, you can still, you don't have to
But
pay
I
child
start
support.
somebody pocket when I want to.
Support can be, of course, done through the state, but it also can just be done personally between the parents. I mean, I tell people, handle it through the living room so you don't have to handle it through the courtroom. So have you helped with this child? You have Mr. Grimes, she has your last name. Have you been helping to support Courtney since she's been born?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like I told Shantia, when Corey, Mr. Lloyd,
over there.
I told her, give me blood, I give her baby blood, bitch. I'm tired of her playing both sides. I got 6 other kids I gotta worry about. She's not finna keep playing with this kid. If Courtney minds, Courtney makes 7.
How old are you?
23.
You just had a baby. We just had a baby together. That's the 8th one.
Now you all, No. Now you all know. How many kids you have, Mr. Lloyd?
This will be my first child. You know what I'm saying? I actually went and begged my job back so I can support my daughter.
This would be your first child.
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
this matters to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
But Ms. Rayleigh has maintained consistently throughout this hearing that you are not Courtney's biological father. But that still does not sway you because you feel like you are.
It doesn't sway me because I was already persuaded that was my baby.
After Courtney was born, did you call back Ms. Rayleigh and say the baby doesn't look like you?
Said that she doesn't look like it because I see it always. That, oh, she got pretty hair. That's my baby. I said, wait. Nah, don't say I got no hair. I got some.
Oh my God!
Hold on, now, wait.
I'm not trying. Hold on. I can't let you say something that ignorant. No. We can't say that. We can't say that. No, we're not even going to say that. Because the truth is, as a people, I'm honest. You gotta take that out of your vocabulary. And we can go one level deeper. The reason why this courtroom exists is to help ensure that children don't have to go without their fathers. So this ain't no joke to me, so don't come in here with no racial nonsense talking about baby's hair, because every piece of that child is beautiful and innocent. Honestly. And whether her hair is fine or coarse or whatever it is individually and uniquely hers. Given to her by God, and he don't make mistakes. So we're gonna correct that right now. I don't want to ever hear you say that again.
Your Honor, can I say something?
I hope it's intelligent.
It is. Very intense. What gives me the reason that she is mine, my mom tell me when I was little, she used to change my diaper. Do this diaper dance. I used to be excited. Courtney does the same thing when you change her diaper. And I have a birthmark on my life, on my left side of my forehead, as well as Courtney. That gives me a strong doubt that it is mine.
So you feel like, you feel like you have now for 18 months, you've made trips to see this baby, you spend time with this beautiful little girl, and you look at her and you feel like there are similarities that confirm your belief that she's yours.
Yes, sir.
This would be your first child.
Yes, sir.
So this matters to you.
Yes, sir.
So Ms. Ray, you're saying you are certain that Mr. Grimes is her biological father?
Yes,
Or are you saying that you have a younger child together as well, so you just believe?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know. I'll be back for that one too, to be honest with you.
And this is my first time hearing that one also.
You ever thought about the subsequent child as well, the paternity?
Airheads.
Get the same trusted Lysol disinfection that has a scent that'll make you move. Effortlessly kill 99.9% of germs. With Lysol brand new day lavender. It'll leave a scent you'll love.
Protective styles are the way, and now we can care for them the right way, from install to takedown. Okay, all here. I got a fortified, revitalized moisturize. It is flourishing.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what makes me upset about this whole situation, because they be trying to play me like I'm just this bad person, this bad mother, and this just bad. And I'm not. I had a conversation way before I even turned 7 months that he's not the father. I never told him that he wasn't the father at all. And to hear him say this in court today, he would never, ever speak to me again unless it's about our children. And that's it. It's no more going back and forth, because I have been going back and forth with these two for too long. And it's time for it to end. Either I'm going to be one of them or neither one of them. And I want it to come out today, because I'm done with it. Absolutely done. I just want the truth to
Keep your legs closed, you won't go through this.
If you keep your penis in your pants, you won't have this problem either.
Lord.
Right, but that's why I don't think she's mine, to be honest with you.
Well,
Listen,
DNA will tell it all.
listen. Everybody in here has a part to play in this. Because none of you protected yourselves. Y'all run around here having too many babies, like you baby factory. I mean, Detroit is a factory town, but this is not the type.
He's a factor in his own stuff.
Hold on, I'm from Detroit, I'm serious. Girl, I'm ready for the result. Let's get the answer to this, because we got to figure out how we going to move forward. You're 25, 25, 23. So, Mr. Lloyd, I just want to know from you, if this is your biological child, do you want to have a relationship with Ms. Braids?
If Courtney was mine, I want to go down there and be a full-time parent with my daughter and support her through the whole 9 yards.
And if she is not?
Then I go on my own.
The results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Lloyd versus Raylan, pertaining to whether Mr. Grimes or Mr. Lloyd is the father of 1-year-old Courtney Raylan Grimes, it has been determined by this court the biological father is Mr. Lloyd.
Congratulations, we're just done. I knew it from the start, you're done, bro.
Mr. Green, you claim your rights as a potential father to the child in question today a child previously, you've had doubts about paternity from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yet you maintain you still assume financial responsibility for Angel, just in case she's indeed yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Duncan,
Yes, Your Honor.
you admit to sleeping with another man while with Mr. Green, but say you're still positive he is Angel's father because the other man used protection. Furthermore, you contend that Mr. Green is not solely supporting the child. In fact, you admit that both men are currently paying child support. Mr. Green, how did you meet Ms. Duncan?
How did I meet her? Was New Year's night. She was out, I was out, of course. I saw her staggering a little bit, walking home alone from the club. I took her home. Then we just talked for a little bit, exchanged numbers.
Then shortly thereafter, you guys began dating?
I don't have sex. I'm not a sexually active person. We did not sleep together. This was about 3 months later. So we first had sex around May. May.
So you all waited, which is good, got to know one another, and then you had a sexual relationship.
That's correct.
So now, was this a committed relationship? Ms. Duncan, did you tell him that you were in a relationship with somebody else at the time?
He knew I was talking to someone, but I told him we broke up, but I was still talking to him.
All right, so you basically lied and told him you weren't talking to the guy anymore, but you were.
Yes.
And you weren't just talking to him.
No.
You were still having sex with him too.
Yes.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing about a relationship.
So you thought she was single when you met her?
Yeah, Your Honor.
So what happened when you discovered you were pregnant?
I got sick. I was eating buffalo wings and I was starting hurting in my right side real bad. They took me to the emergency room and they told me that I had gallstones and also, congratulations, you're 9.5 weeks pregnant.
Really?
So I called Mr. Green.
You did?
Yes.
He's the first person you called?
Yes.
And so what was your reaction? Were you happy?
I just couldn't believe it. I was in shock.
You were 54 years old. You've never had another child.
No, Your Honor.
So you were in a bit of shock.
That's why I was in shock. But see, that's one reason why I'm going to the court today, because I want the truth, because I want to shame the devil, the truth coming out on the head.
So when you told him you were pregnant, he says he was shocked. How did that come across to you through the phone? Did you feel like he didn't care, or did he sound happy?
Yes, I felt that he didn't care.
So did you tell the other guy you were pregnant too?
I haven't seen another guy like until after I got out of the hospital.
Okay.
Your Honor, I figured that if I'm supposed to be the child's father, I would have been there at the time of birth, and also my name would be on the birth certificate, Your Honor.
And so that's not the case?
No. In fact, while she was pregnant, I was informed that she would call me. I said, call me when you get ready to have a child, so I can be there at birth. I would like to
One side part, right?
That didn't happen.
Can you do it without a sound part?
Never received a call.
Because I want to be able to,
And
I want to be able to either flip it over or wear it up. And I think with a side
And I
part,
called
if I try
the
to pull it
emergency
up.
room. Sure enough, they told me that Miss Duncan was in the emergency room.
Your Honor, he wasn't nowhere around me. During my pregnancy, this other guy, he stepped up and he was with me through my whole pregnancy. So that's a lie, Your Honor. That's a lie.
I was there, but not there like you want me to be.
You wasn't nowhere around, no doctor appointments, no nothing. I made a mistake, I was with the other guy, but he stepped up to the plate and he took care of her.
That part is true. I told you I had a thing about hospital.
You wasn't nowhere around.
So, Mr. Green, at what point did you find out there was another man in the picture?
I'm getting to that right now, Your Honor.
Okay.
It was like 6 or 7 months down the road after doing her pregnancy. Then she told me, she said, well, the baby may not be yours. That's after 6 or 7 months.
Of pregnancy or when the baby was born?
6 or 7 months doing pregnancy.
All right.
And that's why I found out the baby may be who she said it may be.
So how did you break that news, Miss Duncan?
I've been told him that. You know I had a...
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You told me about 6 or 7 months after you was pregnant. You said the baby may not be yours. It may be you know who. So I took that kind of hard. You said he was using protection, but it broke.
Yes,
That's
I
just
told you that. I told you that I was what?
Okay.
3 months pregnant.
Told me that 6
Now
or
you're
7
gonna
months.
tell I'm 6 or 7
You were
months?
about to have the baby almost about 4 more months to go.
Oh.
So, Mr. Green, when you say you know who, Did you ever meet this other guy?
Not too afterwards.
And what happened when you saw him?
I was working the birthday Mother's Day. Okay, I took her home, and he was outside waiting for her. And that kind of hurt me. I come to see my daughter. I said, your daughter, that's my daughter. And that's like embarrassing, you know. He was already there waiting for her to come home.
Really? And so you out as a family, and then come home, and some other man is talking about he's coming to pick up your family.
Yes, Your Honor. Not even question him. I said, if you know the child not yours, why would you sign the birth certificate knowing the child is not yours? And I had no comment.
He didn't answer. Did you know he was gonna come pick you up after Mr. Green dropped you off? Did you have 2 dates in a row planned?
No, Your Honor.
So why was he just sitting up there?
He probably just came by. I didn't know he was coming by. I didn't.
Did you ask him if he thought he was the baby's father?
I really didn't see him until after the child was born.
When did you come see the child? How old she was? 2, 3 months?
About 1 month.
And the other guy was there for me. He was right there for me.
That doesn't mean to give a child another man's name if he's not.
When you was abandoning me, I felt you didn't want no child, and the man.
Well, you could have left it blank. In your heart, if you know who the dad is, you could have left that birth certificate blank until you get a blood test. Then let it be signed.
Well, I made a mistake.
Everybody make mistakes. Like
I
playing
made a
me,
mistake.
playing him. Get what you
I'm
get
not
from him.
playing with him.
Get what you get from me.
No, oh no. You wasn't really giving me nothing.
I know that.
So how
would
paying
you
you?
feel if I do the same thing to you if I was vice versa?
Paying you? How was I paying you, Mr. Green? How?
How? Every like, baby needs shoes, baby needs pants, baby needs this, your daughter needs this. How do I know it's my daughter?
Okay.
Miss Duncan,
Yes, Your Honor.
you just said for the first month he was not around. But the other guy was?
The other guy was around all the way through my pregnancy.
Really?
Yes.
Was he at the birthing too?
Yes.
So while he was sitting around waiting for the phone to ring, the other guy was... So hold on now, if the other guy was there, you called him and he didn't answer, did you already, you gonna have a phone him?
No, Your Honor.
So after he didn't answer, then you called the other guy?
Yes.
So that guy was up there, and the baby was born, you put his name on the birth certificate?
Yes, I have evidence.
I'd like to see that, Jerome. So this is you in the hospital with your beautiful new baby?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the other gentleman with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so you decided just to put his name on the birth certificate?
Yes, Your Honor. I was messing with both of them. There's a possibility he could be the father as well.
Well, you did make a decision because, as Mr. Green said, you could have just said there are 2 possible fathers. I was going to leave it blank until I have the DNA test.
Thank you. There it is.
Now Angel's 2 years old. Who does she regard as daddy? This guy?
No, Your Honor.
No.
She just said his name. She called Mr. Green her daddy.
So, Mr. Green, after being denied the opportunity to be at the birth, you now have established a relationship with the child so much so that she calls you daddy.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you provide for her.
I do what I can do when I can. That's why I want to step up to the plate and do more, because I don't want the child to grow up without a father.
And I can see that it breaks both of you apart. Both of you are in tears right now. And is that because you feel like your mistakes have negatively affected this child, or you feel like you had to hold back from her because you're so uncertain?
I feel that I'm getting too attached to the child. I love her, and I can't get all the love that my father should give me. Let's keep up for
And Ms. Duncan, you understand that it's your mistakes that cost your child that opportunity?
Yes.
So, the other gentleman, is he supporting her as well?
He was. I haven't seen him in like 3 to 4 months.
But up until about 3 or 4 months ago, he was providing for her?
Yes.
In what way?
He bring me like 200 or 300 a month.
So he would give money
And we take the baby shopping.
And he get her clothes?
Yes. And he helped me pay for her daycare as well.
Then he just disappeared?
I don't know where he at.
But she didn't call him daddy.
No.
But she knew who he was.
Yes.
Did he believe he could be her biological father?
Yes,
He did. Wow. So Ms. Duncan, when you look at Angel, which one of these men do you see?
Mr. Green.
You do. You think she looks like Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor.
How about you, Mr. Green?
A lot of times she looks like me, and then sometimes she don't. It all depends on the picture.
You submitted a baby picture of yourself. Now this is a baby picture of you, and then a baby picture of Angel. Do you see a resemblance?
Not exactly on that picture.
Not on that one? Any resemblance now? Do you think she looks like you right now?
Not really. I say around the cheekbones.
Just the cheekbones? Do you see a resemblance, ma'am, Ms. Duncan?
Yes, Your Honor.
So now you've established this relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
She calls you daddy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
And yet, with all of this, you still never knew if you're truly her biological father.
No, Your Honor.
So now you're thinking about a young life, a young child, a young girl you're responsible for. You're thinking about her future.
Yes, Your Honor. That's why I want to get this thing straight and get everything. If I am the father, that child shouldn't be suffering like that. If I'm being a vet, the child is entitled to benefits. And if I'm the father, that child hasn't cheated out of 2.5 years of benefits that she's entitled to. And she wouldn't be living in the conditions that she's living if her name was on the birth certificate as Green. And plus, she would be able to go to school, college for free. Once she finishes regular school and high school, she has the opportunity for the government to send her to school free.
So, first off, thank you for your service. And so, in other words, this beautiful young girl really has no idea that she's missing out on a lot of opportunity, care, and provisions, and you want to make sure she is taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
But without legally being named her father, she's not entitled to these things. Ms. Duncan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The other man, whose name's on the birth certificate, if you could locate him, does he have the means to care for your daughter the way Mr. Green does?
No, Your Honor.
No. Wow. Okay, the stakes are really high. I will say this, Jerome, we see a lot in this courtroom. Men who accuse women of putting the man's name on the birth certificate that they feel is most qualified to take care of the child, regardless of the thing. In my opinion, Ms. Duncan, I have to say it lends credibility to your testimony that his shock translated as rejection to you. And you went ahead and put this other man's name on the birth certificate because you felt like he didn't want to be bothered. Because truthfully, as you stated so clearly, this is the better man to take care of the child.
That's what I really want for her to be his
And
wife.
that's a shame. That's the power of communication. If you just could have had a conversation. All right, Jerome, let's get the results. Oh, what a shame. If anyone would like to take a seat, we know these results can be emotional. Please feel free. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Duncan versus Green, when it comes to the paternity of 2-year-old Angel Bryant, Mr. Ronald Green, you, in the case of Duncan versus Green, when it comes to the paternity of 2-year-old Angel Bryant, Mr. Ronald Green, you are not her father. I'm so sorry. Mostly sorry for you. Ms. Duncan, are we certain it is the other gentleman? No other possibility.
No, Your Honor.
And you have no idea where he is.
No,
It's gonna work out.
You tired? Okay.
Well, I was sleeping.
You still have 5 more hours.
Okay.
Okay?
They most certainly do. We make mistakes. And unfortunately, sometimes our children pay for our mistakes.
Yes, Your Honor.
But if you can find a place in your heart, Mr. Green, for Angel, play a role in her life, whatever it may be, I think that would be wonderful. I wish you all the very best of luck, and take care of your beautiful little girl.
Thank you.
Court is adjourned. Ms. Haysbert, you are suing the father of your 6-month-old son for paternity test. You claim that the
Yes, I'm sleeping.
never financially supported baby Ricardo Jr.
Yeah.
You also state that he once led you to believe that he wanted to marry you, and even asked you to have his baby.
Yes.
But once you were actually pregnant, you say he abandoned you and has since fathered another baby who is only 2 weeks older than your child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Howard, you argue that Ms. Haysbert told you that Ricardo Jr. was not your son and therefore is not your responsibility. You are countersuing for $1,000 in damages for a ring Ms. Howard pawned that was given to you by your late grandmother.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Hayward, please tell me how your relationship began.
I met this clown at the Washington Braids N Stadium. We didn't have work together.
Let's use respectful language.
We were co-workers, and then after that, we became friends. Like, we used to chill with each other outside of work. It was to the point, like, when something was wrong, he came to me. After that, you know, we started having sex, and we got drunk. And so, yeah, we got drunk, had sex, and that's how I saved my son. After that, like, I knew he had a girlfriend, and, you know, I didn't mind because we were just friends. Then it came to the point where he told me, because when she was pregnant, when, you know, we first started hanging out, and she had a miscarriage. So, he told me that,
girlfriend.
so, Keon, you told me with your girlfriend.
You know what you wanted.
Anyway, Keon was the girlfriend, and then he told me they broke up. So he was saying how he wanted to marry me, how he wanted me to have his son. So he didn't mind. He wanted to be in the relationship.
This girl is crazy.
So once I got pregnant, and I told him I was pregnant, he acted like he wanted along. He was so excited. Oh, Junior. Oh, I can't wait till you have my son. He was so excited. Soon as my 6-month pregnancy, he wanted to change up the table. He wasn't there. He didn't even come to the doctor's appointment. And about 7 months, and that's when the girlfriend started calling my phone, telling me, oh, they're still together, that he never broke up with her, that he lied, basically, that she lived with him, that they lived together. So I was like, okay, well, he's telling me y'all never broke up.
In court.
So,
I can't believe that you're lying in court.
she called me, she asked me, oh, when did we start dating? And we were pregnant about the same time. So she was asking me, yes, pregnant about the same time. His baby was born December 27th.
I think I want to hear from Mr. Howard.
Thank you, Your Honor. But I had to say something.
First off, did you get 2 girls pregnant at the same time?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. But I didn't mean to. That's the only thing I can really say. But at the same time, she did call me I want to respect your court, but she looking like one.
Let's be respectful.
I am being respectful, but
You are making commentary about is yourself because you just admitted that you slept with it. So it's obviously something about what you did. You found out she was pregnant.
yes.
When? How did she told you? She called you?
Yeah, she said, I'm pregnant. I said, oh, when? I said, damn. So I said,
You're in the court.
I apologize. I was like, oh, you pregnant? Okay. And she was like, well, what you gonna do? I said, I'm a man up. I'm a man about mine. I'm gonna take care of it. I don't know why she not in court, but she knows that I'm a good guy. I didn't try to do all types of things. I didn't try to take care of my son, ask for a DNA test. She didn't want to give me a DNA test.
Okay. So now I'm trying to understand your point. She told you she was pregnant.
Yes.
You said if it's mine, I'm gonna man up.
Yes.
But at some point, you said to yourself, this is important that I get a DNA test.
Yes.
Because you don't feel like you two were in a committed relationship when this happened. You felt like this could potentially be someone else's child as well.
Do you have to dip these? Do you have to dip these in hot water?
No, this is gonna be my hair. Don't
You
take
said that
it.
you worked with her in order for you to even talk to me. Yes, you lied. You told me that you weren't with her anymore. But yet she was calling your phone, blowing up your phone. You said I'm only gonna be there for the baby. That's why I'm talking to her for the baby. You told me that your daughter wasn't yours because she was sleeping around on you. You told me you didn't even know if the daughter was yours. But now you're claiming her. You do more for her than you do for my daughter.
Just like me. What are you talking about?
So what? She was.
I was dealing with a lot of stuff with this female, Your Honor. And that's all I had.
Ms. Lynch in a moment. That's Kiana. We're going to hear from her in a moment. Ms. Hayward, Mr. Howard contends that once you told him you were pregnant, he asked you for a DNA test.
No, he didn't. He was testing because when I found out I was pregnant, first I took a home pregnancy test.
Okay.
And I sent him the picture of the results. After that,
And you said he was happy about it.
yes.
She said,
He came over my house. He used to rub my belly and tell my son, while he was in my stomach, oh, I will never leave you. I will always take care of you. I will always be for you. But he's lying. He hasn't been there at all.
I was buying this stuff and you were pushing it down.
You gave my son hand-me-downs. You gave him a wear that. I bought my son stuff. I got what I had. You bought him hand-me-downs. So,
after he says that he would step up to the plate, you're saying he actually denied your son.
he did. He want to play around since he want to act like him a dead come. So let's go get Dane or let's go to the clinic and see what the baby is. And let me tell you, he said that he never told me he loved me. Want a relationship? He ain't gonna work here, Your Honor. He told me he loved me. He don't want to lose me. You know what is that you have in your hand? He was telling me how his life. You know, when we were together, he said he loved me. So they took death do us part when he gave me that ring.
That's because I was, I didn't give you nothing. You stole it.
Now, are these the kind of text messages you send to women that are just your friends? Love you, babe. Kiss my son for me.
Kiss my son for me.
You don't know him. How you know that nothing didn't acknowledge him?
Okay, so you got so much
Yeah,
about my
exactly.
son since you trying to make it seem like I'm just a bad guy and all this stuff. Won't you see?
He was in the hospital.
Won't you see the text message? She told me say that my son was dead. What about that? Since you want to bust out talking about I love you and I want you. Girl, please. Hey, let's get back. Like I was saying, but they call speaking this to the hundred.
I don't know what in the world you're talking about.
She said she wanted to show stuff about text messages, which that's probably been a break ago, but somebody sent me a text message, which I knew was her. She tried to make it seem like it was somebody else, but it wasn't, because she plays it like a game, and she said my son was dead.
These text messages do indicate that somebody was texting about a baby passing away.
Your Honor, that don't have anything to do with it.
No.
I don't know anything about that.
What do you know
I
about
don't know anything about this. Kiana called me the next day saying, oh, Ricardo wants to know if his son is dead. And I let her know if something was to happen to my son, I would not let him know for two fact he's not dead for him. He has no right to know what goes on in my son's life.
But you didn't say that I won. You said that I won.
Let's get some order. I almost can't believe I have to do this, but I need to bring in and hear from Ms. Lynch. As if the courtroom was not already in an uproar.
Because she won't tell you.
Excuse me, Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard.
He has no respect for her anyway.
I'm gonna escort Ms. Lynch into the courtroom. Your baby mother coming.
You know it ain't.
You want to listen to this? I'm lying because she didn't have to say for me.
You guys on a break, or were you together?
one time when we broke up, it was a big deal. I really don't call that as a broke up. For one, she knew we was in a relationship. She knew that for that to get drunk, she would have respect for herself to sleep with somebody else's man.
And Mr. Howard, during that time, you were with Ms. Lynch, but you were also with Ms. Haber.
Yeah.
So Ms. Haber was your best friend.
That's my sidekick.
I'm never nobody's side chick, sweetheart. You were sleeping with both women, is the bottom line. You baby boy on it. And at a certain point, you two women were pregnant at the same time. Yes. You're denying Ricardo Jr. is your child, or you have doubts.
Yes, because she told me one time she was pregnant, I wasn't the father. She done told me that you ain't nothing, like she said, a sperm donor and all that. I done tried everything with this baby talking to my girl. I done gave my son that. There was brand, when they was brand new, and all this.
Respect my son.
All this stuff because of her mouth.
It was times when he first told me, like in the beginning, he told me, he said, he gonna come live with us, da da da. I'm like, okay, cool. What's yours? I respect that. If he your son, I'm your woman. That's my son too. I'm not gonna do anything to hurt that. I'm a woman. I'm gonna be a woman about that. I'm strong. I got faith. That's just how I am. So it was times when we came to the hospital, we got him clothes because she didn't have no clothes. He had clothes. He didn't get the clothes.
These people are strengths.
Let's get some order. So, Miss Hazel, is part of your anger and your inability to just give Mr. Howard any benefit of the doubt is because you feel lied to on every level, meaning from the beginning. You thought they were broken up, you were friends, and the next thing you know, you sleeping with them, but you find out they really still together. Then once they still together, both people are pregnant at the same time. He's paying attention to her when she's pregnant and not paying any attention to you. She calls my phone. You and Ricardo still messing up. She told me I check it with still text message. You do too much, sweetheart.
Harass me all day, every day. She texts me.
Mr. The ring that you are countersuing for the value of $1,000, your grandmother's ring.
Yes.
You say that Miss Haysbert pawned. Why the smirk?
Because that's what I feel with.
What was your understanding? Was it your understanding that the ring was yours?
He gave it to me because he said he wanted to marry me. So therefore, I pawned it. It was in my right to pawn it.
My grandma gave me that ring.
You supposed to lie about that. You lied about
I would never lie about my grandma.
You're a
The lying that you're talking about is what? What is the lie about the ring?
Well, poor grandmother, just simple fact, that's the same ring he gave to Kiana first, and then he gave it to me.
You gave it to Ms. Lynch, and Ms. Lynch, you accepted it back. You gave it back.
Yeah, when I found out about this shit.
Now, Mr. Howard, you then go and give it to Miss Haysbert.
I didn't give it to her. We was doing something at the time.
We was not good.
She conversated my ring.
And you gave it the ring.
She's talking to me, boo-boo. I kept asking, can I get my ring back? Can I get my... No, we ain't doing this, but I left that home. Oh, my God, that's my phone and all this.
So you're saying that she basically stole
She
your ring.
look at her. She's smiling. It's a joke to her. Life is a big joke to her.
What the court really believes happened is when she gave you the ring back, you had an attitude. That hurt you because you wanted to be with her and not Miss Haysbert. But Miss Haysbert was your plan B. So then you went over there and found yourself, as you say, we was doing something. And as it relates to this evidence here, it sounds like you were doing a lot of I love you and I love you too. That's what you were doing. So why is it that Miss Haysbert would not think that that ring was given to her on the basis of love and a relationship or even in anticipation of marriage? If you telling her you love her. And once you give a gift, Mr. Howard, it's not revocable. You can't take it back unless she voluntarily gives it back. So she did have the right.
What? No.
To the DNA.
What are you doing?
No, we're first going
Give
to
him
get the
sandwich.
results of Ms. Lynch's child.
Yeah.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics in the case of Haysbert versus Howard. Pertaining to 6-month-old London Howard. Mr. Howard, you are
We know, Deborah, I don't think there's that Deborah.
We're not going to hear the next result. So, Ms. Lynch, now that you know that your child was fathered by Mr. Howard, how are you going to handle if, in fact, Ms. Haysbert's child was fathered by him as well?
We're gonna move forward. I'm gonna continue to be with him. We gonna continue to have faith, grow. We're gonna build our relationship, and we're gonna move forward. He's gonna take care of us like he was trying to do in the beginning when she was not allowing him to. So yeah.
And you're willing to encourage him?
I accept it. Yes, I do.
In the case of Haysbert versus Howard, pertaining to 6-month-old Ricardo Howard Jr. Mr. Howard, you, in the case of Haysbert versus Howard, pertaining to 6-month-old Ricardo Howard Jr. Mr. Howard, you are his father. So that's what it's called.
All right, I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna be a man.
You would never see him. Never. Ms. Haysbert, throughout this entire case, I have watched you wear the hurt on your sleeve. All this pouncing around and bouncing that hair and acting crazy. You know, I almost allowed you to do it more than I would in any other circumstance because a part of me feels for you. You know, you live in that typical homegirl life. The guy is with another girl, but he got a homegirl. And the line is too blurred between friendship and more than friendship. I don't know why. I don't know who hurt you in your past. I don't know what bad relationships you've been in or where you were in your life to where you fell for that okie doke. But you did. And now you have a child because of it. You don't get along? Fine. But you don't keep that child away from his father. Ricardo Jr., right? So I'm going to name you after a man I'm not going to even let you see. Stop the nonsense. Are we clear?
Yeah.
You learned your lesson, am I correct?
Yeah.
And you need to learn yours. Quit running around with your grandmother's rings of who you love and who you don't love. Decide as a man who you love, commit to that woman, and develop a real relationship. I want better from all three of you. Are we clear? Court is adjourned.
Time to get the perfect phone plan for your kids at half the price you're used to. Telemobile comes to rescue your family budget with the most flexible phone plans in the U.S. Need just talk and text for the little ones? No problem. Have a data-hungry teenager? Go for unlimited at just $25 a month. Easily upgrade individual lines and build a family plan that fits everyone's needs. Visit Tello.com and discover more.
Ms. Davis, you say you and your grandmother are in desperate need of assistance in raising your 1-month-old son, Josiah, and you need the defendant, Mr. Means, to accept his responsibility. You both believe the only reason Mr. Means is denying your child is because because of his fiance. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Means, you claim you were never in a relationship with Ms. Davis and that during the window of conception, she had multiple sexual partners. You state Ms. Davis is trying to pin her baby on you because she knows you are a good man and is jealous. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Davis, tell me why it's so difficult for you raising your baby.
I am 19 years old. He is 10 years older than me. I did not make this baby on my own, and I shouldn't have to take care of him on my own. My grandmother should not have to pick up the slack and handle his side of the work. He needs to help out.
Mr. Means, you haven't been helping out?
Well, today I know I'm not the father of her son, and I was not the only one that she was sleeping with.
You were having sex with him?
Yeah, I did.
Unprotected?
Yes, ma'am.
During the window of conception?
Happened 3 times.
You only had sex 3 times? But was it during the window of conception?
Yes, it was, yes.
It was. So how is it you can exclude yourself from being a possible father?
Well, I know he's not mine, and I have 6, 7 friends in the attitude the same time I have. On and off. I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to disrespect you like that. Your grandmother right there, I tried to be a grown man about it. But you coming at me crazy and my fiance like that, so I'm gonna let you have it. That's how I know 6, 7 months later, she hit my fiance up saying that she got a baby by me and all this and that. So I'm like, how?
Ms. Davis, were you also having sex with his friends?
That is not true. And it wasn't just a 3 time hit it and quit it. He was actually staying at my house. He was eating there, sleeping there.
He was living with you?
Basically.
Yes, Your Honor. And your grandmother?
Yes.
My
No, not sleeping with her. Not sleeping with her, but she was in the house. Her room is right next to her.
I did not mean that. I meant was he living with you and your grandmother? Yes, Your Honor. Yes. Get your minds out the gutter. Were you living with them, Mr. Means?
Absolutely not. Long time I went there when I wanted sex, and that was it. And she knew that. She knew
Your
that.
Honor, he is lying. That
She
is
knew
not true.
You were having sex with a girl that's 10 years younger than you in her grandmother's house?
Yes, she did.
Classic. So you all are having this sexual relationship. You say it was more than 3 times.
Yes.
How long did this relationship last?
About 3 months.
3 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
And he would stay in the house with you and your grandmother? Yes, Your Honor.
I was not the only man that was going in there. It was 3 other people.
No,
Come
there
on,
was
now,
not
you wanna put it out there, we can put it out there,
There was
dog.
not.
Now, she's
The
gonna
time
be
I
real,
can
go
see,
for it.
no, the time I can see,
Hold on.
you were in my house.
Hold on. Were there other men coming
Not at the
out
time
of the
that I
house?
conceived, no, there was not.
And there was only one other gentleman, but he wasn't coming at that time.
Grandma, I have to ask, why was she in the bed with him in your house?
I felt it was safer for her being there than in the street.
And so you said it was okay for her to have sex there, than to be out in the street having?
Yes, Your
Your Honor, I have proof of conception.
I would like to see that. That's the exhibit. Is that what you'd
Yes.
like to show me? Okay, let's do it.
I had sex with Mr. Means in August, September, October. This is the day, this is the month that I conceived in October. My son was born 6/21/2016, and that means it leads back to October, the month that I conceived. And during that month, I was only with Mr. Means.
Okay, Your Honor. How is that possible? She left Jersey and was gone for like 6, 7 months with her boyfriend at the time.
When I left New Jersey, I was 2 months pregnant. And yes, I did get back with my boyfriend. He accepted the fact that it was possible that I had another baby with someone else.
Mr. Means, is there something on that exhibit you'd like to refute?
Do you know?
Would you like to challenge something on the board?
Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Come on, baby girl, you come out 2 million, 3, 4 other people.
No, that is not true. That is not true.
So hold on, you put an X on every month.
And you put an X on June.
Is the X for not having sex or the sex for extra sex?
But I put the answer for her ex. She wouldn't have sex with me.
Oh, you're saying she was having sex with her ex?
Oh, her ex kept going back and forth, keep going back and forth. And the thing about it is not just about her ex, it's other people, other than me too.
Yeah, that is
Stop trying to act like you like that.
Other people too, but you were with other people too.
Hold Your testimony is, Mr. Means, that during all of these months, she was also having sex with her ex.
Yes, she
Do you have proof of that?
I definitely have proof. He moved up to Georgia with them. Back and forth.
Messages?
Look, no, every time y'all got into it, you called me and told me. Come on now. Come on, don't be trying to play me.
Okay, I have proof of you too. I have
All right.
you too.
Well, luckily for this courtroom, since I'm trying to get down to the truth, that ex is here today, and I will hear from him in the courtroom.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you will.
Give me.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. When you find out you're pregnant, do you call Mr. Means immediately?
Yes, I did. And I told him that I was pregnant, and he didn't want nothing to do with it.
Mr. Means?
She don't have no proof with that. It's right here.
Mr. Means called you his baby mother and saying that he's a bad baby father because he couldn't make it to the hospital. And tell people that he's my baby father. So if you had any doubts that this is his baby, why would you?
Let me see that.
Like to see them?
Thank Ms. Davis, you're saying these are text messages.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. Okay, so this is from Jonathan M. Means. What's up, baby mama? You don't love me no more or something? Of course I do, Ms. Davis says. Why you say that? Then Mr. Means says, I don't know. I just don't feel loved by you anymore. And then you said, you know I love you.
I can explain that.
Why you say that?
I can explain that.
One more page, sir. Ms. Davis says, I'm in the hospital having contractions and I'm already 2 centimeters dilated. You about to have that baby, Monty. I'm hurt now. This is you talking. Ms. Davis responds, I don't know. They trying to stop my contractions. Then Mr. Means, your response is, I'm sorry, Monty, that I'm not there. Shake my head. I'm a sorry baby father. Now that's how I'm feeling right now. Did you send these texts?
Yep, that's the reason why I sent it too.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be on with you. I'll be on with you.
What's the reason?
What's the reason why? Because at first, and I did at first had a possibility of thinking of mine, but after people telling me and when I was seeing how she is, I knew that wasn't my child.
But let's also get back to the I only slept with her 3 times and I wasn't in a relationship with her.
Yeah, she knew that.
Well, why are you telling her you love her?
Just talking. She already knew the deal was. I never loved you. You already knew the deal. Never loved you. I want to hit you up and I wanted some sex.
Mr. Means. No. Mr. Means. Let's get some more. Don't be mad at her. Be mad at yourself. You even said it. Just accept it.
I don't stand there, but she ain't gonna sit there talking about me.
What's your doubt?
Be honest, it's an ex-boyfriend, baby, and that's dead.
Okay.
Oh, that's
But we want to see.
What about that?
So wait, I'd like to now hear from this ex. Jerome, would you please escort Mr. Pittman into the courtroom?
Sure.
Hello, Mr. Pittman.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us today. Ms. Davis has testified and made us aware that you are her ex, and there seems to be some speculation that you also are a potential father. Do you believe you could potentially be Josiah's biological father?
No, ma'am, Your Honor. I don't feel I'm the potential father, only because Imani was seeing Mr. Means at the time. We got back together. She made me fully aware that she had a relationship or whatever they had, and that he might have made a mistake and got her pregnant. That was it.
But were you also sleeping with Ms. Davis during the window of time where she conceived?
It was kind of on and off, Your Honor. It was maybe once a week, something like that.
So there is a possibility.
Your Honor, I was intimate with him, but it was not around the time of my conception.
Mr. Pittman, were you intimate with Ms. Davis in the month of October of 2015?
I don't really remember exactly what month it was,
You don't.
but it was definitely after she told me she was pregnant with Mr. Means or whoever. She was seeing other guys. It wasn't just him.
Exactly.
I was not seeing the guys during my conception.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
My man, I got you.
That is yet another piece of testimony that supports Mr. Means' theory. And how do you know that she was also intimate with other guys besides Mr. Means?
Me and Imani got back into a relationship after her and Mr. Means stopped seeing each other, and she let me know everything. She was honest. She said, you know, hey, DeAndre, I have been seeing Mr. Means and 2 other guys as well.
I never told you I was seeing 2 other guys. Are you serious?
Deanna, that's what she told me.
Whatever.
Okay.
Ain't mad at you,
The bottom line is,
No comment.
moving on. Mr. Means, I would like to hear from your witness. Ma'am, please state your name from the court.
Yes, which I'm the Sierra.
You are Mr. Means' fiance.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
I'd like to know if you feel he is this child's biological father.
No, I do not, Your Honor.
You do not?
No.
Why?
For the simple fact that she had multiple partners. Like, you can't just put a baby on one particular person if you have more than one partner, sexual partner.
Right, and let me ask you this because you make a good point. Do you still feel like we can exclude Mr. Means, or is it that you believe he is one of the possible fathers?
One of the possible.
You do?
Yes.
You weren't even in the picture
This
when I was
little
with.
girl.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Actually,
Excuse me, who are you? Who are you? Stay away! Stay away! I'm not having a hard time with you.
Keep your legs closed and then I will have something. Apologize.
later.
Sorry.
I'm not sure why there is so much bad blood between you, but the truth is, she's admitting that he could possibly be your child's father. And you are 19 years old.
Yes.
What are you hoping for today?
I know what it's like to not have a father in your life, and I don't want my son to go through that.
And you're taking care of this child by yourself?
Yes, with my grandmother's help.
Excuse me,
Yes, Mr. Pittman, yes.
I just want to kind of say, like, on that comment that she just made in a respectful manner that, yes, her grandmother is the care provider for this baby, 100%. But, you know, when I was there, Imani is not trying to work. She's not trying to do anything to provide.
I ain't in school. Are you serious? What are you doing? What are you doing? You were living off of me in my house. You never had a job.
All right.
Are you serious? What are you look stupid?
All right.
That's what you're trying to do?
Listen.
It's not working.
Listen. Babe, you gotta calm down when you're ready.
I said she making herself look
stupid.
stupid.
I'm sorry, she's sweet.
Yes.
I'm 20 years.
I'm glad you said that because your
My
money.
grandma is lying every way to my sister. That's crazy. I still with my grandma. She will not. I didn't bring any boy around see like 20 something, but she will never lied. She will tell you not in my house. That's crazy.
Do you want the results or you want to go home?
I want results.
This picture to me is so off balance, it disturbs me. You got a child, a teenager, and a senior citizen standing across the aisle, a grown man, 20-something years old, that admits he's sleeping with this teenager. Mr. Means, what do you expect? It's no sense in getting all worked up and getting your fiance all worked up. You want to lay down with her? Did you really expect she would respond in a mature manner? No. You came for results. Let's get it. Jerome, I'm ready for the envelope. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Davis versus Means, when it comes to 1-month-old Josiah Davis, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pittman, you are not the father. In the case of Davis versus Means, when it comes to 1-month-old Josiah Davis, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Means, you are the father. I can tell by your reaction that was not the news you wanted.
It is what it is. I just want to see my son.
Good. Have you ever seen him?
Never seen him. Never held him. Never been around him. Don't really know his name. Don't really know nothing about him.
That's sad. And he feels. And he needs his dad. this is his mom. Ms. Davis, Mr. Means says he just would love to see his son. Is that okay with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Young, you and your daughter are here in court today to prove that your deceased common-law husband, Johnny Wallace, did not cheat on you with Ms. Terrell and father her daughter, Ms. Patton.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say once the results prove he is not Ms. Patton's father, you will sue to recoup all of the Social Security benefits from Ms. Patton that she wrongfully received after his death, totaling over $12,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Terrell, you say Mr. Wallace never denied your daughter, but it was you who chose to separate your daughter from Mr. Wallace's crazy lifestyle. You claim that once the DNA test proves you right, you want your daughter, Miss Patton, to be accepted by the Wallace family. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, Ms. Young, when did you first find out about Miss Patton as one of Mr. Wallace's children?
Your Honor, the jury's still out on that one. I never found out. All I know is that I've known him since I was a teenager. We lived together. He's my daughter's father. And I never knew of Kaisha being his daughter, and still don't till this day. I found out when my kids started getting Social Security, and then a few months after that, I got a letter from Social Security indicating that someone was applying for Kaisha Social Security for her father also. That's when I got my first knowledge that he was supposed to be her father.
So, Ms. Terrell, you say that Mr. Wallace acknowledged
Yes.
and his family?
Yes. Me and Mr. Wallace was going with each other. We was together every day. We would go out.
Did you know he was in a relationship with Ms. Young?
Well, he had other baby mamas. He was around with all of them.
So, Ms. Patton, what was your relationship like with your alleged father, Mr. Wallace?
I didn't have a relationship with him. I saw him. I had a conversation with him. And that was pretty much it.
When you say you didn't have a relationship, he was not a part of your life?
Not consistently, no.
And you say you had a conversation with him? Just one? In your lifetime?
You tired?
What was that conversation about?
Oh, no.
His mom picked me up. She said, "Little girl, I'm gonna take you to see your daddy today." I just sat there. We got to a house, nice big house, and we walked in. When we walked in, there were stairs, an entertainment center. When you go around the bend, it was a kitchen. We went and sat in the kitchen. I just sat there. And she like, "You okay? Why you so quiet?" I said, "I don't know what to expect."
How old are you now?
I was about 8, 9.
And so you sat there.
He came in the kitchen. He looked at me. And then he talked to my grandmother. And then he came back to me. He said, "Hey, little girl." I said, "Hey." He said, "You know who I am?" And I said, "I guess." And he's like, "What does that mean?" I said, "I guess." He said, "You pretty." I said, "Thank you." And my grandmother, she said, "Tell her." And he like, just stood there. And he like, "Are you ready?" I said, "Are you?" And it kind of went back and forth. And he was like, "Well, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go." And he took care of some other stuff around the house, and then he shortly left out of there.
He left the house. And you were still there.
Yes.
That encounter, and the way you remember it is, it's amazing actually.
Hi, it's
That
Friday.
a young girl, 8 years old, having that
It's
kind of
Friday.
encounter. Did you ever
It's
hear
Friday.
about
It's
Miss
not
Patton?
Friday. You're going to school tomorrow.
You did.
Yes.
What did you hear?
One day, Mom said,
Why
"You know,
don't
Kate,
you
you're supposed to
stay
be your
home?
sister." And I was like, "Yeah, right." You know, thought she was playing. She was
On
like, "For
Saturday.
real. She's supposed to be your sister." So I called my dad on the phone, and I said, "You need to come here right now to talk to you." And he came right away, and I said, "Kaisha's supposed to be my sister." And he said, "No, she's not your sister." And I said, "Well, that's what he said." He said, "What did I tell you?" He said, "You think I wouldn't have her around you and your brothers?" And then me and him never talked about it again.
Were you told that this was definitely your father or that this may be your father?
I was told he was supposed to be my father.
In the moment when you met him and you had that conversation, and of course you're only 8 or 9, so you're a young girl, did you get the sense that he knew you were his daughter and was acknowledging that, or that he questioned whether or not you were his daughter?
It was so much back and forth. I just wanted to be a kid. And in trying to be a child, I was tormented by them.
How?
Well, he say your daddy, but we don't know. Or my thing is, at 35, I'm still living 10 years old, 12 years old. As a child, I would play with Tamika. From my knowledge, her grandmother raised her too. So maybe that's why her mother did not know or did not have the knowledge. Maybe because she wasn't there to raise her child. I don't know. I know of Miss Young. I don't know her, just that she doesn't know me.
And you're saying as a young girl, you would be picked up and you would do things with Miss Stapleton? As if you were sisters?
Yes.
And so, Miss Stapleton, you remember these encounters?
I remember hanging out with Kaisha, yes. We would hang out together. She would come over, we would play. After my told me that she was supposed to be my sister, my daddy told me she wasn't my sister. It was just like, I made up in my mind that, I wanted to play with her anyway. I wanted to, be friends with her. I like hanging out with her.
While you're playing, you're just doing things girls do, pals and whatever. In your mind, you're looking at her saying, is this my sister or is it not?
There's always been a question. Just like she said, he stood there and said you're supposed to be. Nobody really knows for certain, but I accepted it at a certain point in my life that that's what we were.
And now do you believe she's your biological sister?
I don't know if she's my biological sister.
Miss Terrell?
Yes.
Is Mr. Wallace's name listed on your daughter, Miss Pat's birth certificate?
No, it's not.
Nowhere on there?
No.
Is anybody on the birth certificate?
No.
As listed as father?
No.
So Mr.
You
Wallace,
couldn't do
was
that back
he
then.
aware when
You couldn't put a man on birth certificate if you weren't married. That's how it used to be. I don't know why they do it now.
to hang out.
I think that was better.
Go to his grandmother's house. Okay, let's read. What I'm trying to find out is when you found out you were pregnant, did you say to him, I'm pregnant?
No, his sister already told him.
She went to the family and told him that she was pregnant. He gave her money to have an abortion, and she did away with the money however she see fit.
Okay, but hold on, Miss Young, but then in that argument was suggest that he is her biological father.
Okay, that was after the fact I heard. Like I told you, the jury still out on that one. I don't know who her daddy is. And apparently she don't either.
So, Miss Pat, you ended up being entitled to Social Security benefits after Mr. Wallace's death. You're saying his family accepted you.
Yes.
And so you were listed as one of his children and obviously received benefits after his death.
My great grandmother said that when they called her and asked her, did she know anything about Kaisha and could she be the daughter? She said, I know Kaisha. Johnny said he gave her mother money at one point to get an abortion, and she thinks that they went shopping with the money. I wasn't there, but that's what she said. She told Social Security.
In a situation like that, as law, if there is a question of paternity, then a paternity test would need to be taken, correct?
No.
Before they disperse government funds to...
It is my understanding that when they called your great-grandmother or whoever this family member was, whatever information they elicited led them to the belief that you were entitled. Now, since none of us were on that conversation, we don't know exactly what was said. But it, of course, to me, seems interesting. He's not on your birth certificate. There is question amongst the family as to whether or not you are or are not his biological child. And yet you still collected. You collected. And so somewhere along the line, someone gave that caseworker a very strong feeling that you were in fact his biological child. His point in time, like you were sisters. Yes, ma'am. So ultimately, Mrs. Stapleton and Ms. Young, as you stated in your court papers, this Social Security that they've collected has in some way affected the benefit you believe you're entitled to.
Well, if proven that she's not his child, she's not entitled to his Social Security.
She has questions in her heart. I have questions in mine.
Absolutely.
That's it.
They don't claim it.
Ma'am. And so, Ms. Stapleton, you were very close to your father.
Yes, I was. My father was really hands-on with us. He was around every day, took me to school, picked me up from school. He was a part of my brother's life. We was always together. The man that I knew wouldn't deny any of his kids.
I just want to know, if I have a question. Please do not disrespect me no more, and I will not ask you again. You.
Do what you do.
She's childish.
Shoot.
Miss Young claimed she never knew about me. I was never accepted. I got on a flight to Savannah, Georgia, with Miss Stapleton to come and get her. If you didn't know me, if you didn't accept me, why? I can understand Miss Stapleton. She just want to know. Just like everybody else, just want to know. But all the extra drama, when you have kids, you have known about me, and you chose to accept me, depending on the day and the way the wind blows, now it's a problem. When you've been to my house, just like I've been to yours, so you coming sideways, why? I'm not understanding her motive, I'm not understanding her.
I understand and I feel your confusion. That's why this courtroom exists. Because you are not the only family that is wrestling with a level of dysfunction or confusion with a paternity claim. That's why we're here. Because it leads to this. Two beautiful young girls that grew up together, playing together, are now standing on opposite sides of the aisle trying to answer questions that really adults should have answered for them long ago. But that's the beauty of what I get to do every day here is I get to provide the answers that people so desperately need, and I have the answers for you. Thank you. Jerome, we've got a lot of passion in this courtroom today. Please stand in between plaintiffs and defendant and make sure we act like the beautiful ladies we are. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. Because we were unable to collect DNA from Mr. Wallace, we have not performed a paternity test between either young woman and Mr. Wallace. What we were able to do is to collect samples from each woman to determine if in fact they are related. So as I read these results, keep in mind that they are based on the presumption that Miss Stapleton is in fact Mr. Wallace's biological child. In the case of Young versus Stapleton Patton, pertaining to Kaisha Patton, it has been determined by this court, Miss Patton and Miss Stapleton, you are not related. Miss Stapleton, are you okay? I see you overcome with emotion. What are you feeling?
I just feel like we should have known this a long time ago. They should have cared enough as adults to make sure that we had accurate information a long time ago.
Miss Patton, how are you feeling?
A little relieved. I just don't have to go forward no more. And now I can move forward with my life.
Miss Terrell, I have to ask you, is there another man that could potentially
No.
be Miss Patton's father?
Because I was a virgin at the time, no.
and you were never with any other man besides Mr.
Are you sure that that guy is master?
I started seeing someone afterward, and I took a maternity test downtown. No, he was not the father.
Is it possible that maybe you forgot or overlooked someone?
No.
So now listen, the DNA has proven that they don't share a father, but it doesn't necessarily preclude Mr. Wallace from being Miss Patton's father if he's not Miss Stapleton's biological father.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt?
Yes, ma'am. I am 1,000%
I don't think so.
That Tammy Wallace is Tamika Stapleton.
Cause she looked just like her.
Yeah.
She looked nothing like that man.
Nah, they put that in the guest mic now. I don't think that one is the master daughter. Why not use the master siblings, like, or the mother?
You not only brought your own mother as a witness, but you also brought the defendant's mother to help you prove your case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Zagami, you say you know for a fact that Mr. McElroy fathered your son no matter what your mother says. You state Mr. McElroy is the only man you slept with during the time of conception, and you intend to pursue paternity today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. McElroy, why do you say it's impossible that you were baby Roger's father?
Put chicken for me.
In a different state, in all honesty. She was in Texas while
Siri, one wings.
And everybody says that he doesn't look like me. My friends, my family, and
Welcome, old man.
paternity test. And I'm not the father because of that.
So you believe during the window of time Roger was conceived, you all were two different
If you call they sleep well.
States, Iowa, Texas, multiple different states apart.
Maybe the brain they settle.
allegations here.
They settle it dead 20 years.
I mean, that makes his son there could be no possible way because I didn't sleep with my ex.
I see how
Yeah, what's that
emotional you are.
again? 3 hours now. 3 hours now.
And it hurts you